Well, we are live from Brurus Hollar. I don't know what we were thinking. I saw everybody there in the chat, and I assumed that we were streaming, but I forgot that the chat is separate from the stream. So hope you can see us now.
Because we look good. I mean, we're well fed and.
Yeah, we've already sang Happy Birthday to Joe. We're going to have to do it again.
Yeah.
All right.
Hi there, Deborah.
We all see everybody now? There we go. Well, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Brother Joe. Happy birthday to you. Joe who?
Well, I hope you got a Yingling and a piece of meat in front of you, Joe.
Yeah. Gosh, we used up half our good jokes and we weren't even streaming.
Have to come up with some other ones. There you go. Hey, Cliff. Hey, guys.
All right, well,
I'm not going to start over. I already did that one song. We're going to do some Towns Van Zandt. Texas Boy. Went way too early. Song is called I'll Be Here in the Morning. There's no stronger wind than the one that blows on some railroad line. No prettier sight than looking back, the town you left behind. There's nothing that's as real as love that's in my mind. Close your eyes, I'll be here in the morning. Close your eyes, I'll be here for a while. There's lots of things along the road I'd surely like to see. I'd like to lean into the wind, tell myself I'm free. Your softest whispers louder, highways call to me. Close your eyes, I'll be here in the morning. Close your eyes, I'll be here for a while. All the mountains and the rivers, the valleys can't compare. The blue-lit dancing eyes, shining yellow hair. Never hit the open road, leave you lying there. Close your eyes, I'll be here in the morning. Close your eyes, I'll be here for a while. Now lay your head back easy, love. Close your crying eyes. I'll be laying here beside you. The sun comes on the rise. I'll stay as long as the cuckoo waits. Some blue jay cry. Close your eyes, I'll be here in the morning. Close your eyes, I'll be here for a while. Close your eyes, I'll be here in the morning. Close your eyes, I'll be here for a while.
all right, Towns Van Zandt.
Christine
Good
on there.
song.
She heard us
Yes.
play at the Reese Farm. Christine, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much.
Appreciate you coming out to the Reese Farm, too. We had a great time out there. Had a great set, a lot of nice people. There are always a lot of nice people out at the Reese Farm. We had
It's a
fun.
great setting. I just love that place. So we do this every Tuesday, Christine, so you can let your friends know, and hopefully we'll see more of you again.
Joe says he's unpacking boxes. Got him a house. Or an apartment, I guess, huh?
An apartment.
Joe, the key to unpacking boxes, buddy, is to not unpack them. That's a rule I've got. I've got boxes that are still sealed up from like 4 moves ago.
I think
And
Joe does
basically,
too.
the rule is that once you get them, you keep them for so long, or things you just don't even look at them, just pitch them. Take them to the thrift store.
Well, I saw we had a request earlier before we actually started the video from Susan, and a song I haven't done in a while. Let's see, J comes before L, right? Yes, it does. This is a song, it's about George Jones, sort of, and it kind of looks at him in a little different light than you used to thinking about George, so we'll do this. One bit wine, the other one drank it. One spoke the gospel, the other one sang it. One gave salvation, the other one needed. One was faithful, the other one cheated. Amazing grace and his sweet sound. I was raised and live by it now. From the cross to a field of stone, I thank God for Jesus and Jones. One healed hearts, the other one stole. One kept the gospel, the other one don't. Either one could bring you to your knees. They called one the possum, and the other one's the king. Amazing grace and his sweet sound. I was raised and live by it now. From the cross to a field of stone, I thank God for Jesus and Jones. Amazing grace and his sweet sound. I was raised and live by it now. From the cross to a field of stone, I thank God for Jesus and Jones. From the cross to a field of stone, I thank God for Jesus and Jones. Hey, sweet harmonica there, buddy. All right.
Possum, he's harmonica friendly. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
he's one of a kind, I'll tell you. Thank you, Susan. Thank you much. Yes, we saw that.
We did see that. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We saw that and appreciate the heck out of that too. It's always fun to meet people at the places we play, and then have them and run across them again. Either tune in or we see them again somewhere, and that's always nice to have happen. We do like that, and we do appreciate that.
It's nice to see you, but it's nice to see you come back.
Right. Well, that's one of the things about having a customer is one thing. Having a repeat customer, that's a whole different story.
That's it. That's money in the bank.
That is money in the bank. We like that. So I'm going to do some of that. Georgia always gets to request songs, and I've said this before, and I do mean this sincerely. If Jeff Bridges was to show up over at our house, I'm pretty sure I'd be an afterthought. Hey, there's Lee Holland on there. Hey, Lee.
Hey, all right. Wow. Hi, Lee. Hey.
So Jeff Bridges and Colin Farrell actually was the other star of the movie, Crazy Heart. And they did a duet called Falling and Flying. That's one of the greatest lines. I think this song was actually written by T-Bone Burnett. And the line is, it's funny how falling feels like flying for a little while. And that's true. That's very true. This song is called Falling and Flying, and Jeff Bridges and Colin Farrell sang this in the movie Crazy Heart. Going where I shouldn't go, seeing who I shouldn't see, doing what I shouldn't do, being who I shouldn't be. The voice told me it's all wrong, another voice told me it's all right. I used to think that I was strong, but lately I just lost the time. It's funny how falling feels like flying for a little while. It's funny how falling feels like flying for a little while. Tired of being good, started missing off being free. Stopped acting like I thought I should, and on back to just being me. Not to hurt no one, I just had to have my way. There's such a thing as too much fun. This must be the price to pay. It's funny how falling feels like flying for a little while. It's funny how falling feels like flying for a little while. Never see it coming till it's gone. It all happens for a reason, even when it's wrong. Especially when it's wrong. It's funny how falling feels like flying for a little while. It's funny how falling feels like flying for a little while. Going where I shouldn't go, seeing who I shouldn't see, doing what I shouldn't do, being who I shouldn't be. From Crazy Heart. That one's from my Georgia. Lee says I need to mic up a little bit, Paul. I need to sing louder.
I think you need to sing that. Let me get you a little more volume now. I'll give you some more.
Just a shade. There you go. Okay. All right. Thank
Just
you, Lee.
a shade.
Thank you, Lee.
You know, it's a double-edged sword. You turn the monitors up and then you step back off the mic.
I know.
That's not what they're hearing out
That's
there,
right.
you know?
That's right.
Oh, we try to find a happy medium.
Paul, Jay's got a great suggestion up there. We haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, we haven't. I guess we haven't. Okay. Okay. Yes, you've seen how we have the mandolin. Yeah.
Yeah, we got over to Reese Farm last Friday and walked in there, was setting everything up, and I looked around, I looked at Georgia, and I said, well, guess what I forgot? And she goes, oh, no, what? I said, I forgot my mandolin. I left it at home.
You know, I have this reoccurring dream. I very rarely dream, but usually when I do, it's because I've gotten to a gig and I forgot my instrument.
Yeah.
And I did it once when I was, we were on a road for months and months and months, and we came back to New Jersey, and we had a couple of shows in New Jersey, and instead of me leaving the hotel and walking down to the lounge, I was leaving my house and getting in the car and driving to a nightclub, and I left my bass at home, and it was 45 minutes away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That is a nightmare.
Luckily, we had a guy who played Hammond B3 organ, and he was pretty good with the bass pedals, so I never felt so useless. All right, ready?
Yes, sir.
2, 3. Brave men fall with a battle cry, and fears fill the eyes of their loved ones and their brothers in arms. So it went for Joseph Warren. It should have been different, it could have been easy. His rank could have saved him, but a country unborn needs bravery, and it spread like wildfire. Wildfire. From the ashes grew sweet liberty, like the seeds of the pines when the forest burns and they open up to grow and burn again. It should have been different, it could have been easy, but too much money rolled in to ever-end slavery. The cry for war spread like wildfire. Wildfire. The Civil War came, the Civil War went. Brother fought brother, the South was spent, but its true demise was hatred, passed down through the years. It should have been different, it could have been easy, but pride has a way of holding firm to history, and it burns like wildfire. Wildfire. I was born a southern son from a small southern town where the rebels run wild and they beat their chests to go and burn again. It should have been different, it could have been easy when old Warren died. It could have gone with him, but here we are, caught in that wildfire. Wildfire. That's a pretty song. It's a good song. From the group formerly known as Mandolin Orange. Hello, Niece Kelly. How are you?
Under a new name now.
How are you?
Hello, Kelly. Yeah, they're operating under a new name, and I'm not sure we know what it is.
And Mike is there from Reading. Wow, we got the whole gang here. The whole family's here. We all wished Uncle Joe a happy birthday a little bit ago.
He's older than dirt. Maybe we should do that. You know what? I think we should.
That would work. That would work.
I think we should. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. This is a Larry Mangum song. Paul and I, my good buddy, my mentor, my older brother, my big brother, Larry Mangum, good friend of Paul's too. And Larry has got 10 or 11 studio albums out. Great songwriter. I mean, one of the best songwriters in Florida. And he lamented on his 70th birthday that he knew that the one song that he was going to be remembered for the rest of his life, or the rest of anybody's life, was going to be this song that he wrote called Older Than Dirt. And Joe, today, buddy, that's you. So we're going to dedicate this song to you, okay? This song is Older Than Dirt, Joe Constantine. Well, I can't squat and I can't bend over. I've got sharp pains in both of my shoulders. I'm older than dirt. I got some of my teeth, none of my hair. Can't hardly hear, but I don't care. I'm older than dirt. Well, I can't complain, but I still do when you're old as me. You will too. There ain't nothing on my body that don't hurt. Just don't eat this and you can't have that. Just take these pills and don't get fat. I'm older than dirt. Well, I plan my trips around bathroom stops. My old body, I don't need clocks. I'm older than dirt. I grow hair in my nose and hair in my ears. I ain't seen my feet in 15 years. I'm older than dirt. Well, I know you're laughing, but it ain't funny. I can't remember where I hid my money. Sometimes I feel dumber than a rock. I go from room to room and I stop and stare. I don't know where I am or why I'm there. I'm older than dirt. Now some may say I don't have a care. Spend my golden years in my underwear. I'm older than dirt. Well, I think I'm getting wiser with the passing years. My nose is getting bigger and so are my ears. I'm older than dirt. Now senior loving can be real nice. I remember one year when we did it twice as much as we did the year before. Thank you, honey. Come to tell my old man rat I'm gonna go out if I can find my pants. I'm older than dirt. You are too. We're older than dirt. That's for you, Brother Joe.
Good song, good song. Getting a little buffering there, huh? Damn internet. I can see we got a little red screen there. Can't see what, hey Dawn, never mind. Nothing. What does that yellow bar say? Okay, well, sorry. Same way it was set last week.
Hey, there's Tom and Kristen.
Tom and Kristen, hey, how are you folks? How are you?
Hey, listen, while y'all are on, and listen, I got to tell y'all right now, they were when they were here a couple of weeks ago, they stayed over in Hiawassee, and they went and found this movie for us. They asked me, they said, well, have you ever seen this movie, August Rush? And I had never heard of the movie.
Good movie.
We have now watched that movie twice, and it has become like our favorite movie. It's the most incredible movie. We sit there crying, watching the movie, crying. That's what you say, the Music Mountain guys are hot tonight. Yeah, that's right. They're in Chester Springs, Pennsylvania. Thank you so much for that movie, August Rush. We, Georgia and I, are enjoying it to no end. And that young fella that was the star of the movie, I had actually had seen him in another setting where he plays Dr. Sean Murphy. I don't know what the show was that he was on, but yeah, it's a great music show and it's emotional. And never saw Robin Williams play a bad guy before, but if it is, congratulations. I can't believe she kept you around this long, Tom. Although we'll have to say our friend Tom there is pretty handy. He came over to the house one afternoon. We were just going to hang out for a little while. We had a new dishwasher sitting in the dining room, and Tom says, well, we might as well put it in while I'm here. You are lucky, that's right. We put that thing in, man. Working like a charm.
All right.
Did you resolve that buffering thing there going on there, buddy?
I have.
You think you have?
I think I have. Why don't I have any guitar here? What am I doing? What's wrong? There's a little dead spot on that thought. All right. I'll do a little Jason Isbell song here. I couldn't be happy in the city at night. You can't see the stars for the neon lights. The sidewalks dirty and the rivers worse. The underground trains all running rivers. And nobody here can dance like me. Everybody's clapping on the 183 and the 5. That's the right time. Man, that's the right time. So many people with so much to do. Rain is so cold it turns my hands blue. The old men sleeping on the filthy ground. Spend the whole day just walking around. And nobody here seems to care. They walk right by my ain't even there. And that's the right time. And that's the right time. Dancing the river would always lead me home. The river can't take me back in time. That is dead and gone. And the family farms a parking lot for Waltons driving down. And that's the right time. And that's the right time. The family farms a parking lot for Waltons driving down. And that's the right time. And that's the right time. Tried to go to college, but it didn't belong. Everything I said was either funny or wrong. They laughed at my boots, they laughed at my jeans, they laughed and they gave me those amphetamines. They left me alone on a bad side of town. 36 hours for me to come back down. That's the right time. And that's the right time. Mama said God wouldn't give me too much to bear. That might be true in Arkansas, but I'm long gone with the wind. That old town's an empty faded picture in my mind. And that's the right time. And that's the right time. And that's the right time. So Jason Isbell
You might be.
gave me amphetamines. You know, I don't think they had any. Really, I guess they did. Truck drivers were using them little
Oh,
white
my
pills
God.
back in the
Oh,
day.
heck
yeah.
Late 60s.
Yeah. It
late
just wasn't as
60s,
recreational.
Well, they weren't recreational. They were, if you were in college back then, they were getting passed around to keep you awake so you could study, because you should have been studying for 2 weeks, but you didn't. And so the night before the test, you had to keep awake somehow. So you either drank a lot of coffee or you took one of them whites. So 42 years for Tom and Kristen, and I
Yeah,
would
we'll
say-
be 40. Donna and I will be 42 this year, too, in November.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And she's put up with you all that time. Good God. You were at Tom and Kristen's wedding. That's right. Georgia has known Tom and Kristen all this amount of time. There's pictures of of Georgia and Kristen and their other running buddy, Harriet, who logs in from Southern California from time to time. And they were three smoking hot chicks, I'm telling you. They I guess they still are really smoking hot chicks, but when they were 20s...
Easy, buddy. Easy, buddy. Careful, careful.
They were hot, man. I'm gonna tell you what.
Careful. All right. Well, I've been playing music for quite a while, and you put a tip jar out there, and people throw all sorts of stuff in it. I mean, I've gotten all kinds of things in my tip jar. I've gotten prayer requests. I've gotten blessings. I've got condoms. No, really. I mean, you get all kinds of stuff. And a couple of days ago, I found this in my tip jar. There was this Greek coin, and I thought it was Greek. I wasn't sure, but I have a. Oh yeah, this is just to remind everybody. This is the coin. It's 5 drachma, and it's from 1954, and apparently it's worth about $11 right now. So it must have some silver in it. But apparently there was a King Paul of Greece, and he was succeeded by his son Constantine. So there you go.
A Paul and a Constantine back to back. All right.
And what's interesting is how all these European families, royalty families, are all intertwined. Yes. King Philip of Spain and another one of them over there. They're all kind of intermingled. But anyway, apparently, according to my son-in-law, Tasso, Anastasios Ziphos, who is an expert on all things Greek, it's considered a sign of respect and appreciation for someone to give you your coin for your namesake.
Proclaiming that you're the king. I like that too.
It's good to be king.
It's great to be king. It's great to be the king.
That movie's been banned,
I know that.
Blazing Saddles and the history of the world. You can't watch any of that stuff anymore. Our skin's too thin. All right. Well, getting back to the people.
Well, I'm going to do a Hal Ketchum song, and this is I've told this before. I grew up in a little town, Callahan, Florida, just north of Jacksonville, crossroads farming community, pine trees and cows. And if Hal Ketchum never was in Callahan, I'd be surprised, because he wrote this song about Callahan, Florida. It's called Small Town Saturday Night. There's an Elvis movie on the marquee sign. We've all seen it sometime. Everybody's broke, always got a pop. Put it down with the guys at the top. We're going money, now, down. Out at the moon. catch them.
My guitar is drowning the vocals. Okay, well, that's not good. Okay, well.
Who said that? Jeff. Everybody.
Well, I got to turn the guitars down, that's all. I got to turn the guitars down, I guess. I mean, the mic's down. All right. You know what it is, we're not up on the mics.
I was trying to eat mine.
Let's do a little Alan Jackson. Midnight in Montgomery, the old lonely road. I was on my way to Mobile for a big New Year's Eve show. I stopped for just a minute to see a friend outside of town. I put my collar up, I found his name, and I felt the wind die down. A drunk man in a cowboy hat, he took me by surprise. Wearing shiny boots, a nudie suit, and haunted eyes. He said, friend, it's good to see you. It's nice to know you care. When the wind picked up and he was gone, was he ever really there? Well, it's midnight in Montgomery. Here, that Whippoorwill. Hear the stars light up a purple sky. Feel that lonesome chill. When the wind is right, you can hear his song, smell whiskey in the air. Midnight in Montgomery, he's always singing there. Well, I climbed back on that eagle. I took one last look around. In the red tail lights, a shadow moved slowly across the ground. Somewhere in the distance, a train was slowly passing by, and I could hear that whistle moaning. I'm so lonesome I could cry. Well, it's midnight in Montgomery. That Whippoorwill. See the stars light up the purple sky. Feel that lonesome chill. When the wind is right, you can hear his song, smell whiskey. Yeah. Midnight in Montgomery, he's always singing there. Always singing there. Hank's always singing there. Alan Jackson. Okay.
So, where are you going to be this week, man?
Ooh, where am I going to be this week? Okay, what happened?
I know you're going to be somewhere.
I am. What did I just do? What did I just do? I turned myself off, I guess. I don't know.
Don't do that.
I didn't mean to. Tomorrow I'm going to be at Living Water Winery in Blairsville.
From Blairsville.
And then Thursday, I'm resting. Friday night, I'm going to be at Epic Catering and Eatery right here in good old Hayesville. And then Saturday, I am going to be, I'm sorry, what? Yeah. At the Universal Joint in Clayton. I am returning there after a 3-year hiatus. We got interrupted by the pandemic, as I recall. So, and then Sunday, I'm at Chateau Maitre in Talking Rock. And that's it for me. How about you?
That's good enough. Well, let's see. Thursday, I'm going to be at Epic. I'll be opening for you, except it's a day ahead of time. I'll be at Epic Catering and Eatery in beautiful Hayesville. And then I guess Friday I'm off. And Saturday I'm going to be back over at here, HIR, the Gastro Lounge.
You going to be there or here?
I'm going to be here. I'll be here. Where are you going to be? Here. We love going over there. Chef Limey, and they got great service and food's great. Just like at Epic, Carl Engelman and his crew do a great job with their food and service, and it's I'm proud to be part of both those places because they do a good job.
It's kind of amazing that right up here in the mountains, as remote as we are and everything, we've got all these fine eateries.
We really do. Didn't used to be that way. When I first moved up here, if you didn't like fried chicken, you didn't eat out.
Yeah.
So anyway, for those of you that care, there's a song. This song was written by the guy by the name of John Loudermilk back in 1960, and it was recorded by the Nashville Teens in '64. The song is called Tobacco Road. And I was born in a bunk. My mama died and my daddy got drunk. Left me here to die or grow in the middle of Tobacco Road. I grew up in a dusty shack, and all I had was a hanging on my back. Only you know how I love this place called Tobacco Road. But it's home, the only life that I've ever known. Only you know how I love Tobacco Road. I'm gonna leave and get a job with the help of the grace from above. Save some money, get rich I know, bring it back to Tobacco Road. Bring down a mic and a crane, blow you up and start it all over again. Build a town, be proud to show, give the name of Tobacco Road. 'Cause it's home, the only life that I've ever known. Oh, I despise and disapprove of you, but I love you, because it's home, Tobacco Road. Yes, it's home, Tobacco Road. Yes, it's home, Tobacco Road. Song by John Loudermilk, 1964. JP Jose from Brazil is on. Hey,
Yes,
Jose.
all right. How are you,
Buddy,
brother?
bro.
How are you?
Just talking about you earlier today, JP.
I think we ought to do a little train song. We haven't had any train songs in a long time. So let's see. I think I hear a train.
We'll be the judge of that.
Well, I think I hear a train. Gotta go, I can't explain. Lord, I love that sweet refrain. A lonesome whistle in my brain. I love the rattle of the rails, riding on that silver trail, never knowing where I'm bound. Another place in another town. When there's worries on my mind, trains can leave them all behind. I find more loving down the track. Ain't no need in looking back. Well, I think I hear a train. Gotta go, I can't explain. Lord, I love that sweet refrain. Lonesome whistle in my brain. That woman held me way too tight, kept me up most half the night. I thought I heard that whistle blow. I told her that I had to go. It makes no difference where you are, or baggage or some fancy car. You find more loving down the track. Ain't no need in looking back. Well, I think I hear a train. Gotta go, I can't explain. Lord, I love that sweet refrain. A lonesome whistle in my brain. There's one more thing about a train. It's not always changing lanes. There ain't no U-turns on the track. There ain't no need in looking back. Well, I think I hear a train. Gotta go, I can't explain. Lord, I love that sweet refrain. A lonesome whistle in my brain. Lord, I think I hear a train. Lord, I think I hear a train. Lord, I think I hear a train. Train, train, train. Haven't done that in a while.
Sounds like a
Good
train.
song. Ghost Riders in the Sky. Oh, you got the guy right here for that song.
Ghost Riders in the Sky? Are you kidding me? I haven't had a request for that. Gosh, I don't know. I think I got that. I think I have somewhere in there. I call that, and the funny part about that song is my grandmother, I was 15 years old, and I wanted to learn how to whistle. My grandmother could whistle so loud that it would break your eardrums. And I don't mean whistle like this. I don't mean whistle like that. She whistled like that. And so all summer long, she showed me how to do it, and I walked around our farm there practicing my whistling. And I went like, it sounded like this. And later on in life, when I learned this song, every time I do it, I think about my grandmama. And the reason is because it's got a whistling part in it, if you do it right. I don't know if I will. But I'll try to do it for my grandmama, and I'll do it for you too, JP. The song is called Ghost Riders in the Sky. No cowpoke went riding out one hot and windy day. On a ridge he rested as he went along his way. When all at once somebody heard a red-eyed cows he saw plowing through the ragged sky and up the cloudy draw. Yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yi-oh. Those riders in the sky, their brands are still on fire, their hoofs are made of steel. Their horns are black and shiny, their hot breath he could feel. A bolt of fear went through him as they thundered through the sky. He saw the riders coming hard, he could hear their mournful cry. Yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yi-oh. Those riders in the sky, their face was gaunt, their eyes were blurred, their shirts so soaked with sweat. They're riding hard to catch that herd, but they ain't caught 'em yet. They've got to ride forever on the range up in the sky. The horses snorting fire. As they ride, I hear them cry. Yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yi-oh. Those riders in the sky. As the riders loped on by, we heard one call his name. If you want to save your soul from hell, riding on the range, then cowboy, better change your ways, or with us you will ride, trying to catch the devil's herd across the endless sky. Yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yi-oh. Those riders in the sky.
That's a good one.
Thank you, Lulu, for teaching me how to whistle. That was my grandmama's name, Lulu.
Well, that's two for you, JP.
That's right.
Okay. Well. I'm going to use this right here. I believe this is a song from Kenny Chesney, I think my wife told me. Walking along beneath the lights of that miracle mile, me and Mary making our way into the night. You can hear the cries from the carnival rides and the pinball bells and the skee ball slides, watching the summer sun fall out of sight. In the warm weather going out on him, we both laugh, 'cause she knows it isn't true. Hey, but Mary, there's a summer coming to an end tonight. There's so much that I want to do for you. In the morning I'm leaving, making my way back to Cleveland, and tonight I hope that I will do just fine. And I don't see you could ever be anything Well, there's a local band playing at the Seaside Pavilion. I got just enough cash to get a seat. And as we are dancing, Mary is wrapping her arms around me. I can feel the sting of summer on my skin. In the midst of the music, I tell her I love her, we both laugh, but she knows it is untrue. Hey, but Mary, there's a summer coming to an end tonight. There's so much that I want to do to you. In the morning I'm leaving, making my way back to Cleveland. And tonight I hope that I will do just fine. And I don't see how you could ever be anything but mine. In the morning I'm leaving, making my way back to Cleveland. And tonight I hope that I will do just fine. Yes, and I don't see how you could ever be anything but mine. Maybe I don't see how you could ever be anything but mine. Kenny Chesney, I think. Thank you much.
Right there now.
Thank you. Thank you. All right.
So I'm going to tell a story. I'm going to tell a story on myself.
Tell a story. Tell a story.
I'm going to tell a story on myself. You know, the band Gnarly Fingers and shameless self-promotion, we're going to be doing a big show, the first show of the season, as it turns out, over at Goldhagen's Art Glass Studio on July the 1st, which is in a couple of weeks. And we've done this song. This is actually a song by Chris Stapleton when he was with the Steel Drivers. A lot of people think he was just an overnight success when he showed up on that CMT Awards show singing a duet, Tennessee Whiskey with Justin Timberlake, but he'd been the lead singer and songwriter for the Steel Drivers for several years before that. And we picked up this song, and innocently enough, without really thinking about the lyrics, the song is called Angel of the Night. So if you think about Angel of the Night, you always think about, you know, a woman that is an angel and comes around in the night. And so the joke is that we would start off, we'd always pick out a young lady in the audience, and we'd say, sweetheart, would you mind being our angel tonight in this song? And then we realized that the song was about a hooker. And so we quit doing that joke, and that was my joke. I have to admit, I don't do it anymore. But it's a great song that Chris Stapleton wrote called Angel of the Night, and it goes like this. Now the music is playing in a whiskey saloon. It comes through my window like a favorite tune. I can walk down the stairway, I can walk down the street and lay down my money, but it's not what I need. So let me fly on your wings, rise above these ugly things, make it all be alright. Angel of the night, angel of the night. There's a weight on my shoulder that won't let me be. Like something left over between you and me. I know there's a danger whenever we touch. It's always the last time, but it's never enough. So let me fly on your wings, rise above these ugly things, make it all be alright. Angel of the night, angel of the night.
That's a good song.
So about Chris Stapleton and the Steel Drivers.
From the bottle to the bottom.
Well, you know, I was just looking at that, and
I don't know that I know that song.
well, it's funny because I don't do the Christopherson version of that. You do one, then I'll bring my Regix. I still don't know how to pronounce that. Regix Rex. I think that's right. Regix Rex. I want to get that right eventually. I appreciate you tuning in every week, just about. And it's
This is a song Chris wrote. Not sure what he wrote it about, but whenever I sing this song, I think about the homeless veterans at the VA hospital that I go to over in Asheville from time to time. I guess I'll do it in this key here. That way you can play some harmonic. I'll be in A. See him wasted on the sidewalk in his jacket and his jeans, wearing yesterday's misfortunes like a smile. Once he had a future full of money, love, and dreams, but he spent like there was going out of style. But if it keeps right on changing for the better or the worse, searching for a shrine he's never found, never knowing if believing is a blessing or a curse, or if the going up was worth the coming down. Well, he's a poet, and he's a picker, and he's a prophet, and he's a pusher, and he's a pilgrim and a preacher. He's a problem when he's stoned. Oh, he's a walking contradiction, partly true, partly fiction, taking every wrong direction on his lonely way back home. He has tasted good and evil in your bedrooms and your bars. He's traded in tomorrow for today, running from his demons, Lord. He's reaching for the stars and losing all his love along the way. But if he keeps right on changing for the better or the worse, and if all he gets is older and around, from the rocking of the cradle to the rolling of the hearse, the going up was worth the coming down. Well, he's a poet, and he's a picker, and he's a prophet, and he's a pusher, and he's a pilgrim and a preacher. He's a problem when he's stoned. Well, he's a walking contradiction, partly true, partly fiction, taking every wrong direction on his lonely way back home. There's a lot of wrong directions on his lonely way back home. Chris Christopherson, I like that song.
Turned out all right.
It's a good tune. It's a good tune. It's a good tune.
So Regix, I'm gonna just start calling him RR.
How about just Reg?
Reg.
Just calls him Reg. Reggie. Reggie Rex.
So the story goes like this. A couple of years ago, I worked with, in the wintertime, when Paul and I are touring in Florida, I work with some guys that are songwriters, and we challenge each other with phrases and topics to write songs about. And a couple of years ago, one of the challenges came out, and the challenge was the bottom of the bottle. That was the challenge. We had to write a song about the bottom of the bottle. And of course, Christopherson does have a famous song, From the Bottom of the Bottle to the Bottom. And all I could think about when I heard the phrase was my buddies and me back in the day when we were young and stupid. Now we're older and stupid. Somebody had a big decision to make. Sooner or later, somebody would say, well, let's go ask the worm. And if you've never drank mezcal basically is rot gut tequila. And there's always a worm in the bottom of the bottle. So all I could think about was that worm living in the bottom of the bottle. And the rule was when you got to the three guys drinking a bottle of mezcal, when you got the worm out at the end and you held the little fella up and you'd ask him a question, he would answer you, I guarantee you. So he got an answer for some great stuff from the there you go. That's right. What a trip is right. It is almost hallucinogenic. You drank it, you know. My song is called Me and the Mezcal Worm. I've had some experience with that worm. It goes like this.
Oh, I gotta go up one more.
Here I am, sitting in the sand. Another bottle of tequila. I still don't know where I went wrong. Don't you know I'd like to see you? I'd like to tell you how much I care. Now that I really didn't want to leave you. I hope you'll wait till I'm back around. Like I said, I'd like to see you. But until then, I guess I'll just sit here and drink, feeling that sweet tequila burn, hoping that the answer will come to me from my pal, the mezcal worm. Don't you know that he lives in the bottom of a bottle? I guess I'm down there with him now. We'll keep drinking till the answers come. Me, the mezcal worm. You knocked me down when you told me you loved me. I hadn't heard that before. I guess I let my fear turn to flight. That's why I bolted for your door. Now that I'm gone, I've made a new friend. He tells me he thinks I'm a fool. He advised me, pack my bags, get my ass on back to you. But until then, I guess I'll just sit here and drink, feeling that sweet tequila burn, hoping that the answer will come to me from my pal, the mezcal worm. But don't you know that he lives in the bottom of a bottle? Guess I'm down there with him now. We'll keep drinking till it's all gone. Yeah, me, the mezcal worm. Yeah, me, the mezcal worm. What you want to do now, little buddy? Let's finish this bottle of tequila. Me and that worm.
That's it. That's it.
No, I think, yes, I do think they put the worm in there alive.
That's why it's smiling.
I'm pretty sure.
That's why it has a smile on its
And
face.
and the worm it's actually a grub. If you look at it, it's not like an earthworm or something like that. It's a grub worm. And a lot
It's
of
like
people,
the kind of worm you get in a corn.
and a lot of people, yeah, when you get to the bottom of the bottle, a lot of people eat the worm. No, I never did that. I never ate the worm.
I've
because,
eaten the worm.
You know, if you pull the little worm out and he's talking to you, it's hard to eat that little fella. I mean, you know, it's like he's alive. You know, you don't want to eat a live worm, for God's sake. Thank you, Rex. Thank you, buddy.
Honey, load up your questions and pick up your sticks and your stones and pretend I'm a shelter for heartaches that don't have a home. Choose the words that cut like razors, and all that I'll say is fine. You take your best shot, give me what you got. Now, honey, now I'm not afraid. You're right back into the game and fire away. Well, I wish I could say that I've never been here before, but you know and I know that I'll always come back for more. Your love, my might be my damnation, and I'll cry to my grave. Fire away. You take your best shot, give me what you got. Honey, now I'm not afraid. No, no, right back into game. Fire away. Your love might be my damnation, and I'll cry to my grave. Oh, fire away. You take your best shot, give me what you got. Now, honey, now I'm not afraid. No, no, right back into game. Fire away. You fire away. Chris Stapleton. All right. Thank you much, Patty. Thank you.
I got to give you a well done on that, brother. That's
Yeah.
a good song. That. Well done.
I like
Well
that
done.
harmonica. All right. Well, you know, it is. It's closing time at the Holler.
You know, that's how I know we've had fun, when the time goes by and I'm not ready to quit.
A little warm down here today, isn't it? I'm gonna have to start opening the
feels all
windows
right.
or something.
Well, it's just because, you know what that guy on TV said? He went, "Soup, baby, I'm hot."
Oh, what do you want to
boiled
do?
down to.
What do you want to get to?
Well, I don't know. Let's see. We've had Lee. Thank y'all so much. And we're going to do one more. Or we're going to finish up. And maybe we should do some of that Bob Dylan tune. We haven't done that in a week or two, I don't think.
Okay. We can do that.
One of our favorites. Song that was actually written by Bob Dylan for the movie Pat Garrett. And David says hi. Hey, Lee.
Hey, David.
Bob Dylan was in the movie Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. He wrote the song for the movie Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. And it's a sing-along. Yeah, Joe's calling for Dylan. That's right, Joe. It's your birthday, so.
He does, huh? Well,
You want to do one more?
I guess I could.
Well, you guess you could.
I guess I could. Okay. I need to remember what key I do this in. I haven't done
We're
this
gonna
in
run
a
over
long
about.
time.
We're gonna run over about 4 or 5
That's
minutes.
no problem.
so
That's no problem. Railroad
that
guys
won't matter.
like overtime.
We're not. Our sponsors will cover us.
This song was written by my good friend Scott Stambaugh, and Scott just sent me a new song, and I think it's a pretty good tune. I've worked it up a little bit today, and I'm hoping to get it together. It's in typical Scott fashion. It's all about unrequited love, and he's lamenting on the fact that he didn't kiss this girl when he had the opportunity to, and now she's getting married, and he's really upset about the whole thing. So stay tuned. We'll see if we can get that one for you in a couple of weeks. This song though is one that did I record this in Nashville? I think I did. Yes, I did. I did my part, break a heart that I never intended to. As a rule, I try never to tell a lie that I do not wish were true. But something in that midnight sky just had my lips a dripping lies. Now more than the dawn will be breaking soon. I blame myself, but I had some help. that wild and wicked moon. Oh, the wild and wicked moon. Yeah, the wild and wicked moon. Before the break of day, I'll blame these things I say on that wild and wicked moon. Perhaps the stars can understand. Well, that old moon said a hand. Tell me which card was it that I drew that made it my part to forget your heart when I'm lonesome just like you. Loneliness can be a trap, I guess, when all you need is a gentle hand. But throw in that crazy moon, oh Lord, and pretty soon you're saying things even you don't understand. I never meant to say so much, but the promise of her tender touch put my best intentions in ruins. I'd blame myself, Lord, I had some help from that wild and wicked moon. Yeah, the wild and wicked moon. Oh, wild and wicked moon. Before the break of day, I'll blame these things I say on that wild and wicked moon. Before the break of day, I'll blame these things I say on that wild and wicked moon.
Right.
Scotty Stanball.
Right, well done.
All right.
Thank you, Tom and Kristen. I appreciate y'all thinking we brighten up Tuesday night. We'd like to think that we do. It's a great hour and a half for us. There's no commercials. Other than the fact that we do talk about dinner. That's sort of a commercial. Had a great dinner again tonight. Thank you, Dawn, Paul. And Christine, our new friend that we met over at the Reese Farm. Thank you. And Patty,
Yes,
thank
you for tuning in. And it's good to see you, Lee and David and JB, JP.
All these
Everybody.
guys on
Yes,
there.
yes.
Jay Jenkins is on there.
All right, all right.
All right, Jay,
let's
we're
knock.
going to do this just for you, buddy, so you can sing along on this one. Bob Dylan wrote it in 1973, and it goes like this. Mom, take this badge off of me, 'cause I can't use it anymore. Getting dark, too dark to see. I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door.
I'm knocking, knocking, knocking on heaven's door. I'm knocking, knocking, knocking on heaven's door. I'm knocking, knocking, knocking on heaven's door. I'm knocking, knocking, knocking on heaven's door. Your mama put my guns down in the ground. I can't shoot them anymore. There's a long dark cloud been hanging around, and I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. I'm knocking, knocking, knocking on heaven's door. I'm knocking, knocking, knocking on heaven's door. knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. I'm knocking on heaven's door. I'm knocking on heaven's door. I'm knocking on heaven's door.
Dr. Paul Constantine.
Tom Edwards, my good buddy over here. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, Brother Joe. Tomorrow is my dad's birthday, too. Rest in peace. Been gone a long time. I think about him often. He born in 1921, so he'd be, 102 this year. Gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't really get to live to enjoy his retirement, sadly. But that's a story for another day. We'll.
Thanks, Lee. Thank you so much.
Lee. Thank you. Wine does make us sound better. At least I think so.
We think it sounds better when we have our wine.
Night good, Jay. Brother Joe, take care, brother. We'll see you all next week. If you can get out and listen to some music this weekend, do that, please. Thank you, Rex. We'll see you again, too. Thank you again, and tell your friends about the show, and we'll see you again next week.
Bring them out to see us. We appreciate it. Thank you all so good. Good night.